Good morning students. My name is Kumari Neha and I am working at Bharatadasan Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arpunam, and the topic which I am going to take today is Introduction to Chemistry. So let's go to the lesson. So here you can see that I have written very nicely that nice science is there. Science is divided into three parts. Before coming to these three parts, we should know what exactly is science, right students? So till 5th you have studied what exactly is science. In science you have studied that there are different things like living things, non-living things, things around us, right? So here after that when you are coming to 6th, 7th and 8th, the science gets divided into three major parts. One is physics, chemistry and biology, right? So physics is all about the matter or a kind of energy and different types of energy. Then biology. Biology is nothing but all the living organism, and in higher education you will study biology as two different parts, that is botany and zoology. Botany will be related to the plants and zoology will be related to the animals. So let's come to chemistry. So what is chemistry students? Anything which is having some kind of weight or some kind of mass and it acquires a space, that is called a matter. So this matter, how it is made, that complex thing is discussed in the form of chemistry. So let's first study what the full form of chemistry means. So here in this chemistry you can see that C for community, H for health, E for environment, M for medicine, I for industry, S for science, T for teachers, R for research and U for, yes students, it's you. Here we are going to discuss how the chemistry is important for the surrounding. Every single matter which is present is made up of chemistry. Let it be right now you are seeing me from the camera. That camera is made up of many reels, plastic and that plastic composition. That is how this plastic is made. That is the theory of chemistry. Right students? So first chemistry we will talk about chemistry as a community. What is community? In community we have teachers, students like you, researchers, scientists. So what are scientists? People who are doing researches. That is, if you are doing something new or you are doing something old but in a new form, they are called researchers. The people who publish this, they are called scientists, right? After this we are going to see how the chemistry is very different for different materials. So right now if you are wearing some bangle or you are having staying in a home, the particular desk, bench, everything is a type of material, right? We cannot say that everything is of the same material. Everything is made of different types of material. So that is why chemistry is a form of materialism. After that, where the chemistry is used majorly? Chemistry is used in industries. Industries, that is, in industry, the small scale industry, that is small industries or small village type where they are manufacturing new things like soap or they are doing that bindi, kajal, everything they are made up of chemicals. And bigger industries like petroleum industry, refinery, textile. What is textile? Textile is nothing but the clothing, right students? After that, how the chemistry is important for agriculture. Chemistry is important for agriculture in various ways. That is, if the chemical is present in that, we can see the chemical are used as fertilizers. What are fertilizers? Fertilizer is nothing but a chemical which is used for the production or a good production of a crop, right? Herbicides. Herbicides is what? It's a type of pesticides or a chemical to kill the particular type of animals, that is small insects near the crops, right? So after this, where chemistry is used? It is used in technology. Right now everyone in home are having cell phones, televisions, right? So in that every single part of that particular instrument is made up of chemicals or a composition which we are unknown, but if we research it more we will get to it. So here we can see that even the small particles, that small particle study is called nanotechnology. Nano means very small in size, you cannot see it from your eyes, right? Same way in medicines. So in medicines where we are using it? In medicines we are using as when we eat a particular type of medicine or when we are going under treatment, right. When we are going under treatment, the doctor will give us few things. So that few things, how we are doing it and how we are particularly arranging them and eating as a particular schedule, that is what is chemicals used in industries. So here I have taken the examples of ibuprofen, Eno and small medicine, that is for diabetic or anything. So students, I hope you have understood that chemistry is an integral part which is a very good, plus it is a very important thing, right. So here I am thinking that you have understood actually what is the chemistry, right. So let us go to the next topic. So students, let us come to the second part of the lesson, that is introduction to chemistry. In that we are going to study what labs things we are using, that is apparatus. What is apparatus? Whatever small things which we are using for doing a chemical reaction or any type of reaction, that is called apparatus. So here first we are going to see the types of apparatuses. First common apparatus is called a test tube. So a test tube is a small cylindrical thing which is covered or which is closed from the top, and in this particular thing you can carry small amount of chemical, plus this chemical you can use it in other different things, right. So second thing is a glass rod. Why it is called a glass rod? Because this is made up of glass, plus this is a small thin rod type. So it is glass rod. So this, why we are using it? This, suppose in this chemical is there, I am putting the glass rod inside and I want to mix it. For mixing I can use it, right students. So after that I am using a spatula. What is a spatula? It is a small spoon type. So in eating we are using a bigger spoons, right. So this spoon we cannot eat in houses. So this spoon is used to take small amount of chemical so that not more chemical is sticking towards this. So this is called spatula, right. After that we are taking funnel. So this funnel, it's why used? It is used, suppose you are taking a particular liquid, you want to transfer that liquid and you want to transfer that into this test tube. So this test tube, I cannot take the full water bottle and pour it, it will come down, right. Water is fine, but chemical we cannot waste it. So what we will do is, we are taking this particular funnel and putting inside this, and then we can put the chemical into it so that we do not waste it. After that we are using a test tube holder. A test tube holder is an instrument which is like this, and here we can keep a test tube. So you can ask me why it is used. So here what I am doing is, I am holding the test tube like this, and when I want to heat the particular solution in this, I will take it near the burner and heat it, right students. Now after that you have to come to the round bottom flask. What is this? Round you can call it, or you can call it as flat bottom flask. Why flat? Because it is flat at the bottom. This is used for mixing the chemicals, and after mixing the chemicals you can heat the chemicals directly. The glass which it is made up of, it is a borosil. What is a borosil? Borosil is a type of chemical which is used to make this glass, and it can withstand the heat, right. After that we are coming to here a measuring cylinder. So in this measuring cylinder you will see small graduations. What is graduation? Suppose I want to take, this is a 50 ml measuring cylinder. So in this measuring cylinder, if I need 10, so here there is a mark. In this mark I will fill till here and I will get how much? 10 ml. From here you can see there is a tip lip. Why this is called a tip lip? Because this liquid, suppose I am flowing it, it will come correctly as a small thin layer. But if it is a broad surface and if I try to pour it, every liquid will come out, again the wastage of chemical will be there. Right students, now come to the next part of this. So students, now come to the second part of the instruments. So first in this we are going to study about wire gauge. See, what is a wire gauge? This wire gauge is kept over a particular stand so that when we are heating a particular substance, the heat gets absorbed by all the directions, right. So after this is a evaporating dish, or you can call it as a china dish. Why we are calling it as a china dish? Because it is made up of a particular material which is used for making the cups also. So here what we are using is, we are putting a particular solution and suppose we want to evaporate. It's easier in this because it is brought from this side, right. After that, now we are talking about a conical flask. A conical flask is used for mixing the items, that is, take two different liquids or solid, liquid, and mix it inside this so that we can even shake it and it will be dissolved. After this, we are taking a beaker. Beaker are of different types. Here I am having a 100 ml beaker. This 100 ml beaker is used for storing chemicals, or you can take it as mixing of chemical is also possible in this. So here I am taking here as a test tube holder. In this test tube holder, what I am doing is, I am taking my test tube, and this test tube, if solution is present in this test tube, I can keep it here, right. If I have washed this particular test tube, then I can keep it upside down so that it gets dry easily. Here now this is called a tripod stand. Why it is called a tripod stand? Because it is having 3 legs. Now these 3 legs, when we place it over a particular thing and above that we put a wire gauge, down burner, the heat will get transferred in all the direction and our particular solution will get heated, or you can say it as mixed. Then let us come to the 2 main things which are used for the preparation of a chemical, that is how to measure the correct amount of chemical. So first is a pipette. This particular instrument is a 20 ml pipette. Now in this what we are doing is, we put this inside the chemical and we suck it from the up. Here there is a small graduation. This graduation means if we are taking the solution till this graduation, that graduation measurement will be 20 ml, and then we can pour it in a beaker or in a conical flask. After this, the last thing is called a burette. So here I am having a burette. So this burette is a 50 ml burette. Now this is specially used for titration and all. Titration is what? Titration means when we want to find what particular chemical composition is present, or to titrate whether the solution is acid or a base, right. So here what we are doing is, this is a long tube having many graduations from 0 to 50, and this 50 it is having a small graduation, that is 0.5 graduations, and even smaller is having 0.1 graduation. Here we put the chemical from the up using a funnel. Then if we want the chemical, we can open it from like this and the chemical will go drop by drop down. Suppose we need only 0.1. 0.1 is very difficult in measuring flask, pipette or anything. So we can use what? Burette. So this burette we can use it and take 0.1 or 0.5 ml, and then we will close the cork and we will use it like this. Students, I hope you have understood whatever things I have taught in the class. If you have any doubts regarding this, here we can see that there are many small particles, small things, whatever is related to matter, and matter is what? Chemistry. So understood? So chemistry is nothing but studying of all the things whichever are around. It can be living thing, non-living thing, right students? I hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.
So we from Bharatidasana Metric Higher Secondary School, we do have a nutrition department in our school.